Going on, everybody? Just the Savage here from Crazy Color Gaming. Welcome back to episode 2 of our ARK Survival Evolved live stream series. I think I started recording I think I started the previous one like about a week ago or something like that. Can't remember for sure, but I am back, and here we are continuing in the beautiful and yet brutal world of ARK. So in the last stream, we made our character, and for those of you who do not remember, his name is Paul McCartney. Name is given courtesy of DJ, one of my friends. Go and look him up, or go and find one of the videos where I have him linked, and go and check him out. Really good friend. He's been streaming a lot of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot a lot lately. So we also got killed quite a lot, actually, by raptors and even small, tiny dinosaurs that look like they shouldn't be doing much of anything to you, and yet they do a lot of damage to you. We survived our last night going completely against the rules that I found, that I gave you guys in the previous stream, which is never survive without any light at night. That was one of the things that I said to never do, and then we ended up doing it because I'm an idiot. So how about we get this started? So just give me 1 second. I'm currently doing something right now. So how have you guys been? Please let me know in the comments section down below. Without further ado, let's get started. So, where we last left off, the game is really loud for some reason. Here, let me see if I can turn it down just a little bit, because I want to be able to hear myself talk, and, okay, that's a little better. So, we already have, quite a few things ready. Let's just take a look at our inventory real quick. We almost have a complete set of cloth armor. We have our tools, we have our torch, we have pretty much everything ready to go. But first off, what I want to do is, I didn't do this in the last stream because I was tired, but I want to put a lot of this stuff in here. That way we're not carrying it around anymore. And I'm going to be keeping the spoiled meat, because the spoiled meat is something that we need when we go to make tranquilizers and like narcotics and stuff. So we're going to keep the spoiled meat. Do not throw away your spoiled meat. You'll need it for later, trust me. So we're going to put all of this thatch. We're going to put this fiber in here. In fact, I think I'm actually going to take the fiber with me. We're going to be getting more as we go on. We're going to be keeping the berries. And what the hell is going on out there? If this is a raptor and I open this door, I am not going to be happy. Let me just check the back of the house. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now, I'm going to come back in here before my face gets lopped off, so that I can talk to you guys about what we're going to be doing today. So what we're going to do today is we're going to continue walking around. We're going to continue exploring a little bit. I want to see if I can actually kill something this episode. I think I'm just going to have to start off with killing some dodos. And the reason why I'm in here, is because I need to up my sensitivity level, because my character is turning way too slowly, and that's just not going to be good for me, because my reflexes are like Dragon Ball Fighters fast right now. So if my character is not moving really quickly, like if he's not turning really quickly like that, I just do not feel safe at all. So now we're gonna start exploring. I'm not going to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say what's on my mind right now. But I'm gonna pick up these stones. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the title for the video, or the stream, but I've decided to call this Blood Beach because we've died here a lot. We've died here a lot, and we've just died a lot. If you guys watched the last stream, like while I was streaming or after I was done streaming, you will know that I died a lot. So, which was really sad. So, I think the thing that we're going to do is I'm actually not going to go in this direction. I just wanted to come over here because I saw a couple of rocks I wanted to break and get the stuff. Whoa! Okay. What the heck? I thought this was only happening. Oh my gosh. I thought this was oh my god. I thought this was only happening on the custom arc I made. I thought I turned defecation down like a whole lot. Oh my gosh, we are going to be living in one crappy arc. I feel so bad right now. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. And now I'm defecating as well. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have named this Blood Beach. I should have called it We Live in a Toilet. That's what I should have called it. But okay, I killed the Dodo because I want you guys to see that I am not a complete jackass in this game. And I'm not gonna kill that one. That one's cute. And why is it still so loud? Okay, I'm turning that down. I'm turning the ambience down. I'm turning the sound effects down. I'm just turning everything down because I know you guys aren't saying anything, but I can't even hear myself. Oh, so much better. Okay. I'm not killing that pink one because that one's cute. I don't know, you can tame the dodos in this game, guys, and if you get them high enough level, you can increase their attack and their endurance, and they can actually be some pretty useful creatures for you to have. Also, these rock piles, these were the rock piles I mentioned in the previous stream. These are actually metal veins. Some of them are anyway. Like if they have this facet, if the rocks have this kind of facet, then that means that there's metal in them. So I'm just mining out some more rocks right now. Please let me know, is there anything about our base that you guys would like me to do? Because our base is kind of small, which is okay for now, but but we will be getting more stuff as we go along, and we're going to need more storage space. Oh yes, I wanted to show you one of my favorite dinos in the game. This is the Carboni. This is the giant turtle, and they're really cute. I just love them. You can ride them and name them and train them and everything. They'll fight with you and stuff. And I want to get him. I want to tame him. But we are not high enough level yet. Do I need to do I have a level up waiting? No, I don't. But I am level 11. So guys, with the multiplier that we have on right now for the experience, we are able to actually level up pretty quickly. So if there's anybody who's watching this right now who's new, if you see me leveling up very quickly, that's just because I have an experience multiplier on right now. Because leveling up will help me, you know, increase my stats faster, and it will also get me some of the more higher up Ingrams down the road at a much quicker rate. And I'm sorry if my character is moving so slowly, it's just because he's carrying a lot of junk right now. The reason why I'm getting so many stone, so many flint, and so many metal is because we need it. We need this stuff to keep our stuff repaired and to... and we're going to be crafting a forge at some point, which we're going to be using to smelt the ore to make metal bars, which we're going to be using to make some of the more higher level stuff. But it doesn't start with metal. It doesn't stop there. It goes like you can make chitin armor, and then eventually you'll be able to make some high-tech stuff. But that doesn't come until like very later on in the game. So also for those of you who are new to ARK, or you know don't play it very often, or have not watched me stream, ARK is a very time-consuming game, so be prepared for a lot of moments when it's just boring, when it doesn't look like I'm doing a lot of stuff. It's basically, for the first few streams, it's going to be like this. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, so be ready for that. So we're going to come back into our house. I want to repair my stuff before it falls apart on me, and if the door will open, thank you, I can do that. So with the proper stuff that I have, I'm going to first come up here. We need more thatch. So we have thatch in the chest. We have a lot of thatch in the... And I did not want to do that. Okay, so I'm actually glad that I did that, because I'm glad that I did that because there are boots in here and I need boots on. So we're going to equip those. Now we have a complete cloth set on, and so we're just going to put the rest of this stuff back. So we're just going to put the rest of this back. So, inventory management, so fun. It's not boring at all. Like, it's like, guys, like, this isn't boring at all. I know. Gosh, this is just as boring as some of the videos some of the other people in my life watch, like my parents. I'm talking about my family. Like, my family watches a lot of politics on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm not entirely into that. I mean, I hear politics going on from time to time. I just roll my eyes at it because it's like I don't want to hear all this stuff going on. I mean, I know it's important and that I need to be up to date about it, but it's just so boring. Like, to me, there's no substance to it. There's no substance to it whatsoever. Here I am going on a rant again about something that has nothing to do with the game, but it's stupid. What did you guys eat? What did you eat? You're leaving a procession of crap right to your location. Gosh, I would be much more happy if those were eggs that they were laying, but they're not. I don't know what I did in the settings to make them do that, but they are not supposed to be crapping this much. They're not supposed to be. It's hilarious, but it's ridiculous too. I think that's what makes it so funny. And I don't know if you guys are sending me texts or not. The chat is not showing me. And like the on-screen thing is not showing me if you guys are sending me texts or not. So I'm pulling it up on my phone right now to see if you guys are actually sending any messages, and it doesn't look like you guys are. So but that's okay. Oh yes, water. Yeah, we have plenty of water. That's actually the reason why I wanted to move. I wanted to live on the beach for a little bit, is because we're surrounded by water. And yes, you can actually drink the salt water in this game, and it will not affect you in any way, like, negatively. So, feel free to drink as much seawater as y'all want. That's another survival tip. Like, if you, like, I have my settings to where I don't have to worry about my character getting hungry or getting thirsty or any of that. Because I hate it when your character is such a crybaby in this game. Okay, why is it that in every single survival game, your characters are legit children? Like, I hate that. So I have it to where where I'm almost never hungry, where I always have water, and so it's like, so that I don't have to worry about it. And oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this, guys. Like, this is, oh my gosh. There's so much crap. There's so much, like I know that there are compost bins in this game, and I think I mentioned this in the previous episode or something, I can't remember, but I know there are compost bins in this game. I know! I know they do! I know they do! And there are compost bins in this game, and if you put thatch in there with the poop, you'll actually make fertilizer. But guys, if I were to pick up each and every piece of this crap, I would have enough to get me through the entire game and then some. I do not want to know what it's like on like Scorched Earth or any of the other DLC arcs, because oh my gosh, like, I need to look into my settings, because oh, I know. The animals patrol and control the area. Yes, yes. We are actively living in the world's biggest toilet right now. Like, if the crap did not despawn, you could actually see the paths the developers made for these creatures. It's funny. It's so funny, but it's just, once I start taming animals, it's gonna be even more so funny, because they're gonna be crapping all the time, and it's going to be a really annoying sound. It's gonna be extremely annoying. And now I'm even starting to see creatures that I don't normally see. I do not know what I did. I don't know. And my pickaxe just broke, and now we don't have the stuff to... I knew I shouldn't have taken everything out of my inventory, but that's okay. I'm going to increase my weight, and then next level I'll increase my health again. Okay, if we punch this, what happens? Okay, it gives us more meat than hide, which is fine. So yeah, even at least my character has a sense of decency. He's not crapping nearly as often as the dinos are. But that's still funny. It's so ridiculous. I bet the island just smells right now. It smells horrible. I bet that's what it is. If they ever invent Smellivision, you guys, I'm not going to be playing this game. It's just not, at least not until I figure out what the problem is, because the dinos are not supposed to be crapping this much. Now, if I turn defecation all the way up, you wouldn't even be able to see the ground right now. That's how ridiculous you can make it. I really cannot imagine living in a world where you cannot see the floor because there's so much crap on it. Oh yeah, and I think this is the perfect time for me to tell you guys that the bigger the dino, the bigger the crap. And these aren't even the biggest dinos in the game. They're not. They're not. Oh man. Oh man. I cannot deal with this guy. I cannot deal with this guy right now. That's a Spinosaurus. That was the guy that I had to live with for 7 in-game days and finally had to kill him. It does matter. Size definitely does matter in this game. Screw off. You know what? No, you're not even worth it. No, get away from me. Get away. I'm sick and tired. I'm already. I know this is only the second stream, but I'm already sick and tired of everything coming out and attacking me. It's ridiculous. Now I can't go home. Well, actually, I can, but I'm gonna have to go around him, and hopefully there's not a raptor or something in those trees that wants to come out and eat me. But yeah, this is the only safe way we can get home, is if I go around him. Because, guys, that guy right now could legit kill me in 2 hits. It's ridiculous. There are a lot of things in this game that albeit are ridiculous, but still make sense, because it's supposed to be a very immersive game. It's supposed to be an immersive experience. So, you know, I know this is going to sound really, really weird, but I wish the dinos would at least crap something else. Could they, like, crap stone or wood or something? I know that sounds completely childish and completely ridiculous, but it's like, I would much rather walk around and not have to step in crap all the time. Like, I wish, I'm like, maybe they could, I would like to run into something useful. I would really like for them to make something useful. That would be great. So we're going to No, I'm not. It's just I'm bored. When I'm bored, I start talking about some really interesting stuff. And that's what this is. Can I repair this? Wait a minute. What is required of me to repair it? Okay, I keep on forgetting the thatch. I have thatch right here. Okay, I need to go chop down a tree. That's the only way I'm going to please this game, is if I chop down a tree. But we're not going to chop down that tree. That's the glorified experience tree. We're going to cut down this one right here. Only one? Okay, only one piece of thatch? Really? Oh, and the thing is that you can aggro these dinos really easily, which is why I'm trying so hard to keep my distance from that guy. If you guys would like me to try and recreate the scenario in the story I told you about the Spinosaurus in the last live stream, please leave a like in the video, and I will try my best to recreate the story, because there's a victim right over there, and I'm the victim right now. Well, at least I'm going to be if he looks at me. And now my axe is broken as well, which is fine. I mean, we now have plenty of thatch, hopefully. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last stream, but you can actually repair your items without having to go into the inventory. The reason why I was going into the inventory was because first I wanted to see if I could repair it, and I wanted to see what materials were required in order for me to repair it. So that was the reason why I was going in my inventory to look at it. And oh my gosh, that is bright. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. That pillar's in the right place. Okay. Is there anything in here? Oh. Okay. I need a moment. Just give me a second. I just have one thing to say. This is why organizing your shit is imperative. Because I knew I had this much thatch, and I didn't know where it was, and it was in the other chest this whole time. I am such an idiot. I am such an idiot. Okay, okay, so I think we're actually going to go this way now because... Yeah, because of a certain something that's over there. So... But yeah, so we're gonna come... Okay, why is my character moving so slowly? Why is he moving so slowly? Oh yeah, he has a lot of wood. Okay, I swear this... Okay, I am making an oath right now. I am making... Yes, I am. Thank you. I am making an oath right now. After this inventory management session, I am not coming back here for at least 15 minutes. Okay. My character is moving normally again. Okay. He is moving briskly and normally. Our crap is repaired. We're fine. We're fine now. We're fine. So, what was I saying? This is what happens when I go on a really big rant about something insignificant. What happened? What was I talking about? I can't remember. But, okay. So so I think we are at a high enough level to start opening blue, open blue, care packages. But I'm not entirely sure. I think you have to be level 10 in order to open them, but I could be entirely wrong. And another thing I noticed is that I have 42 engram points to spend. So, keeping an eye out for danger, which I know I can't right now because I'm in the engram slot. But I'm going to make a mortar and pestle. This is one of the things we need in order to start making in order to start making this, the narcotic. The narcotic requires narco berries and spoiled meat. We can use the narcotic to make trank arrows. And do we have enough to start to learn the trank arrow? I don't think so, but I am going to be making standing torches. The standing torches are going to make it really easy for us to find places of interest, including our bases. So we're going to make stone arrows. We're going to learn how to make the stone arrows. We're going to learn the small crop plots because I do want to start a narcoberry farm. We're going to be needing a lot of narcoberries down the road. Let's make the compass. Let's learn the compass. We have 8 engram points left. Is that enough for me to learn the trank arrow? That is, if it's even around here. If you guys see the trank arrow, please let me know. I think it's in a later level where I learn it. Yeah, I think it is because I am not seeing it. If you guys see it, please let me know in a timestamp. And yeah, we learn it later. But at least we have the narcotic now. Okay, washer. Okay, I get it. My laundry's done. My blanket is done. I know. Thank you. Shut up. Thank you. Okay. So, there, I don't know what that was, but there is where we last died. I don't think there's anything in there for us, though. And I don't even want to go in there because there are giant piranha in there. So your dropped inventory from your previous deaths will decay after a while, which I'm completely fine with because I already have stuff in my inventory. Now that I've said that, I'm going to look around and I'm going to see if there's anything dangerous coming at me. Because in the last stream, every single time I said I had plenty of stuff in my inventory, something came out of nowhere and mauled my head off. Okay, we're good. So that's what we're going to be doing from now on. Every single time I say something like that in regards to my inventory, I'm just going to stop where I am, and I'm going to take a quick 360 and look all around me. Because, yes, I can hear footsteps, but it just gets really annoying when... It just gets annoying when every single time you say something about your inventory, something in this game just has to come out and just hurt you. I hate it. I know it's a very immersive experience, but sometimes that can be a very bad thing. That can be a very bad thing when you know... yeah. What is wrong with me today? What is wrong with me today? I don't know what's wrong with me today. Maybe it's because I keep on hearing about the coronavirus. That's getting annoying. But that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about the whole coronavirus thing, is that it's getting annoying. It's getting really annoying. I'm not going to get rid of that log because I don't want to start carrying too much crap. And whoa! Okay. If I'm going to die, I want it to be near my house. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm safe. You see, my character was so afraid of dying. Look what happened. He crapped himself! Oh my god. This is gonna be, like, the most cringiest stream on my channel so far. This is gonna be the most cringiest stream. Like, F in the chat if you agree with me. Like, F in the chat for my stream if you agree with me. Okay. I am going to take a risk here. I am going to swim to the other side of this, whatever this is, because I need to get to the other side. I need to get to the other side of this. Okay. Hold your breath, guys. Okay, what is that thing? Okay. Why is everything coming out and scaring me today? Why? I'm really hyper right now. I'm just glad that thing did not come at me and you know, like, look at me and kill me. Like, I'm serious. That looked like a giant flounder. I'm sorry. That's what it looked like to me. I know that's not what a flounder looks like, but my imagination runs wild when I've had too much coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, relatively shallow water. That's good. Okay, that's good. I think after this I'm just gonna hop in the shower and just take an ice cold shower because it's still winter and I live in a high altitude area, so and the sun is already setting. Fun. Okay, okay. Well, I guess I could kill this thing. These little bugs, when you kill bugs in this game, like this thing, for example, you actually can get chitin and oil from them. But we are going to have to move off the island like, not off the island, but off the beach at some point, because a lot of the other crafting stuff that we need to find is located further inland. So the beach is really just a beginner area. You're not really meant to live here for that long. Okay. Let's go back over here, go back to our house, and if I need to, I'll start making a campfire. Well, I know I already have a campfire in here, but I mean like out here. so that if I wanted to come out here, well, actually, no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I actually need to take my advice this time, and I just cannot stay outside at nighttime because I already have a house. It's perfect. It's flammable. And it can be knocked down by almost anything. It's really perfect for our needs right now. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to light the fire. And now that we have that, I want to see what I need to do in order to make... Okay, so I can make standing torches. How many? I can only craft one. Why? Okay, it's because I do not have any thatch. Let me go to the correct chest and let me pull out my thatch because I want to make at least 2 standing torches so that I can outline the entrance to my base with the torches so that I can see it at nighttime so that I'm not lost. And I also have an idea for something. Obviously, your pets can die in this game, and if they die, like, here's another story for you guys. I'm not going to. First off, I'm not going to craft the arrows because we do not have the bow yet. But one thing about this is that before I started streaming on my previous save. I had a Carboni and I named him Bruce. He was one of my first pets. And I would take him out, I would train him, and I would go out and, you know, I would just do stuff with him and level him up because I really liked him and I wanted him to be strong and be with me for a very long time. We went into the wooded area over there and like we went up those little hills and we went into the forest because I wanted him to kill some high-level stuff. Stuff that was just a little bit higher level than him, but not too bad. I took him in there, killed some stuff, and then we came back, and then for some reason he got it into his head to start attacking the Spinosaurus that was traumatizing us, and he died. He died while trying to fight off the level 54 Spinosaurus that I told you guys about in the previous stream. And he was only level 15. So he died, and guys, when he died, like, you grow such an attachment to the pets that you tame in this game. Like, you know, it's that personal attachment that you experience. Well, he died, and what I did was, and here's where the idea comes into play, you can make gravestones in this game. And so what I did was that I took a gravestone and I wrote on it saying, "Here lies Bruce, a loyal friend and a strong Carboni." And then what I did after that was I put a torch behind his gravestone and then put a chest in front of it and kept everything that he had in his inventory in that chest. And the one thing that I did was with the standing torch, I made sure it never ran out of wood, and I never doused the torch. I never doused it. And even after I switched locations, I actually moved up on that hill over there and started setting up little miniature bases around the southernmost part of the island. But a lot of my stops required me to pass over my old base. And so every time I would pass, I would see his gravestone there along with the chest and the standing torch that was behind him. That torch burned for a good 2 in-game months. And it never doused. It never went out because I kept on giving it wood every once in a while. And really big amounts of wood too. So that was my way of coping with his loss. And I know it's stupid. It's an animal that's inside of the game. I know. It's stupid. But I really liked him. He was really cute, and he was this really, he had this color on him. Like, I think his color was blue or something. He was a blue one. But I kept the fire in his standing torch going. I never doused it. I just wanted to remember him. And his death actually kept me off the game for several days. And when I came back, I was like, it's not lost. There are hundreds of turtles around here. There are hundreds of turtles. I'll just find another one. But no Carboni would ever match him. He was perfect. I wouldn't say he was, yes, he was the perfect friend to have. And plus, that was also when I was going through a very lonely time in my life, and that thing is going to hurt me. That thing is going to hurt me. If I'm going to die, at least let it be in front of my base. At least let it be in front of my base. Because that's just a good thing. It's reaching sunset, but I did play around with the settings a little. Nighttime should not last nearly as long as it did in the first stream. So, while the sun is setting, yes, it should be daytime far quicker than it was previously. Why do I keep on going back here knowing that same dinosaur is going to be there and it just wants to hurt me again? I don't know why. But I'm going to keep the torch out so I can see. You can use the torch as a weapon and you will actually do burning damage to some of the enemies along with, physical damage. But I recommend not using the torch as a weapon very often because it will decrease its durability quicker. And because it's on fire, it's already losing durability as you use it. So, and I wish I had a slingshot. I wish I had one. What are the requirements for a slingshot again? I just need more fiber and hide. That's actually going to be easy. So, I guess what I can do is I can go around and look for some more dodos to kill, because I do need more meat, and I do need to go and farm narco berries anyway if we're going to be making narcotics to tame dinos. So we're going to need to do that. So we're going to need to do all this stuff anyway. But I just cannot believe how quickly the sun is setting. I mean, in fact, it's actually setting kind of slowly. I'm happy with that. It's just I do not know, let me find my words, please. I know that I did mess around with the settings regarding nighttime, because you guys have seen it. When it's night here and you don't have a source of light, it's dark. It's really dark. And everything, you don't know what you're going to be running into. So when when it's dark, you don't know what kind of predators are around you, like raptors, dilophosaurs, all of those. You don't know what's next to you. And why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? Because every dinosaur is doing this. What did these dinosaurs eat? No living creature in the history of existence has ever crapped this much in a matter of minutes. None. I'm sorry, that is just really ridiculous. But it's not these creatures, but there are other creatures. So how the taming system in this game works is, with most of the dinos, you need to knock them out. You need to put them to sleep, and you need to keep feeding them while they're asleep. And if they wake up before they're fully tamed, okay, that could very well be it. That could be it. Come here, Dodo. You will die. You will die. Come here. Okay, thank you. Come here, Dodo. Time to die. Come on. Ugh. These things hit boxes, I swear. And from killing a level 58 Dodo, we can now level up. How many? Yeah, okay, we can only level up once, but that's good. Okay, let's see. I said I was going to do health next, so let's do that. Okay, now I want to see if I can make the trank arrow, if I can learn the trank arrow now. I can't learn the trank arrow? Okay, when can I learn the trank arrow? When? Like, I'm looking for the outline of an... What the heck? That bird just took my narco berries. See, I lit that bird on fire. Go ahead, eat my Majo berries. I don't care. It's the narco berries I really care about. And I know you're not going to stop until every last bit of food is off my person. I know you're going to be like that. So come on. Come on. There's fresh fire in my hand that's waiting for you. Come on. I know you want to. I know. Come on. Maybe if I switched into another one, he'll be like, oh, I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to start hurting you now. Okay, so you ate more of my Majo berries. Like I said, I don't care. Come on. Narco berry. You're going to be my Thanksgiving dinner, okay? You're going to be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You even... Okay, that's it. You ate my spoiled meat, too. You are such a... You see? Okay, look, you're crapping yourself now. You're crapping yourself because you keep eating all of my crap. What am I saying? Come on. I know I say do not use this as a weapon very often, but the thing is, I need this thing to die, and I need it to die quickly. And for some reason, it just knows when I'm going to swing, and it just moves out of the way. It's Ultra Instinct. It's an Ultra Instinct... What the hell is this? It's an Ultra Instinct bird, okay? It's an Ultra Instinct bird. Okay, eat my Amar berries. Thank you. I actually needed to remove stuff from my inventory anyway, you flying bird, airplane, plant thing. Come here! Okay, I noticed that when you call it names, it actually comes down and it wants to hurt you. Look, by the time I kill this thing, it's going to be nighttime and there's going to be a circle of crap around me. Did you guys see that? Its tail was on fire for a minute. Its tail was on fire for a second. That is so funny. Okay. Okay. It's... Come on. I know, I'm sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy, but... Yeah. You don't mess with the fire. You don't do that, man! You don't mess with the fire, that's bad, Juju. Don't mess with the fire, man! What was I saying? You don't mess with the fire, man! You don't! Things get bad when you mess with the fire. Well, that's taken care of. So now I can finally start harvesting. I can finally start harvesting things. Getting my fiber on. The slingshot it's actually the weakest ranged weapon in the entire game. I'm just doing it because I want to attack things from long distances, and it's a good thing that we've been picking up all this stone too, because you use the stone as, I think it's obvious, I think you use the stone as ammo. Okay, so here we are back at the house. I'm going to make the slingshot now, but I want to be within the confines of my house, and the fire ran out of wood. So we're going to give it more wood. Yes we do, we have more wood. So, light the fire. And then, we're gonna cook us up a bird. We're gonna cook up bird. So basically, as long as the fire is lit, you can put the meat in there, and so now we have our Thanksgiving dinner cooking. So that's good. And then on top of that, we're going to craft. You're kidding me. Okay, hold on. This is easy. This is an easy fix. I just need to take out 5 pieces of the wood here. It's going to shorten the time of the fire just a little bit. But, okay, I know I'm taking all the wood out, but there's no other way for me to do this. So I need to quickly make my slingshot. Okay, so now that we have the slingshot, we are going to put the wood back in here. Okay. And we can't because this is in the way. Okay. So yeah, one thing is that when you burn wood in like a campfire or a standing torch or something like that, the charcoal will be left behind and will actually take up an inventory space in the campfire. And the campfire will only take, it only has 3 slots of inventory. So you have to take out the charcoal whenever you can if you want to keep on cooking stuff while having an open fire. So there's another piece of information for you guys. We also have these narcoberry seeds, and we need these seeds for when we go to eventually craft our crop plots, and we need stone and wood for these. And okay, so it's nighttime right now, but I'm not going to go far from the house. I'm only going to be going just over here to where these trees are, and I'm just coming over here to where these trees are, and I'm going to chop them down. We also need more stone, but I think we put all the stone back in the chest. So we're going to make the crop plots, and then after that, we're going to be able to start making our farm. So that's going to be really good, because I said I wanted to start started farming narcoberries, which is what we're going to need, like I've said so many times, if we're going to be making the narcotics. So, okay, so now let's see, how many crop plots can I make? I can make 2. I'm actually going to craft the mortar and pestle first, and now we need to go get more stone, which is fine. But the mortar and pestle I wanted to get out of the way first, because that's another crafting workbench that we need if we're going to be making narcotics. Now, the one thing about the torch is that the torch, I believe, is the only thing I think it's the only handheld thing in the game where you can actually pick stuff up off the ground while you're holding it. So we don't have to worry about unequipping the torch, grabbing the stone, and then doing the torch, and then, well, actually, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. No, I lied. The torch is not the only one that you can do that with. You can do that with the pickaxe, with the axe, and I think you can do that with the sword too. I can't remember now. But if you have any automatic weapons, yes, you can get like shotguns and assault rifles in this game too. But if you have those weapons, you can't, because you're holding them with both hands. I just wish that the bigger stones would give you more stone. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but it's like the bigger they are, the more they should give you, you know? At least that's just what it seems like in my eyes. But yeah, it's just that's one of the things about being on the beach, is that there are a lot of stones around, which is good for you when you're starting off. And yeah, and we have another level. Okay. I am going to increase health again. I'm just going to keep on increasing health for a while, because as we all know, my character dies quite often. So it is good for him to level up, and just for us to keep leveling up his health. I mean, it will make it easier for us to survive at night. And we can also increase his torpidity too, which will not torpidity. That's when you sleep. We can increase his fortitude. We can increase his fortitude so that he is more resilient to the elements. So that he's not always complaining about being cold or being hot or something like that. So basically, when you increase your character's fortitude, it makes him less annoying. So that's good. How many? Okay, so we can still craft 2 with all the stones that we picked up. So that's good. So now that we have these, I know we haven't unlocked the engram for it yet, but we can make compost bins, and we all know how much crap there is out there. So we're gonna be having plenty of fertilizer. So I mean, look at this. It's already they're already starting to crap near my house. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So I'm gonna put these right here next to my house, and these will actually snap next to each other. So, which is good. At least I think they snap. No, they don't snap, but you can set them right next to each other, and when it's raining, it will actually keep the soil moist. So you can so now with those seeds, we can put one of the seeds in here. So split in half, and we put it in here, and then over time, at least I think this is working. And then over time, like, the seed will start to sprout, and it will grow into a plant. And then you will be able to get the berry of that seed from that from that bush. So okay, so it is saying that it is seeded, so it just needs to be in there for a little bit. And where? Oh yeah, there's the crap trail. Okay, you can put poop in here raw. It will still work. It just will not be as effective as it will be with fertilizer. But that's okay. We're still sort of in the beginning, so let's just pick up 8 of the pieces for now, and then we'll put 4 in each area. So yeah, planting in this game is actually really easy. I know that a lot of people who think about doing farming and planting in games are like, oh, it's so time consuming. In this game, it's not. The most time consuming thing in this game is actually getting the materials to craft everything, and then actually crafting this stuff. Like, that's what makes this game so time consuming. Which is why it takes a while for people to get to the boss fights. Like I said so many times, we need to move this over just a little bit. But like I've said, I never fought the Broodmother. I know what she looks like based off of videos that I've watched and stuff like that. But I have never actually fought her myself. So when we go to actually fight her, it's actually going to be a really good it's actually going to be quite an experience. And now our character is crapping in the house. You can make a toilet. In fact, I think while we're waiting for I think I know a good pastime for this. When we have to spend some of our Engram points anyway. So I guess I can tell you guys about some of the things that we can make in this game. So first off, we can make a wooden sign. I was actually thinking of making a wooden sign and then putting it in front of that tree and calling it the glorified experience tree. Do not touch. So we can do that. We also can make spark powder. It's created by grinding flint and stone in a mortar and pestle or chemistry table. And the spark powder we actually use in some of the primitive weapons like shotguns and stuff. And then some of the other things, we can make a cooking pot. This actually will help us when we want to go cook stuff and make recipes to make more hearty meals. I've never done it myself, but if that's something that you guys want me to do, then please let me know in the comments. The bola, really good. The bola, when thrown, and if you throw it correctly at a very small creature, it will actually keep the creature in place. So, in fact, I'm actually going to learn that, because that will be really good for us when we're exploring and we're being chased by a Dilophosaur or something like that, like a very small hostile creature. And if we want to keep it in place and fight it off from a distance or at close range, this will keep them in place and we won't get hurt. Well, I mean, they'll still be able to bite at us and do damage to us, but as long as we maintain our distance, we'll be good. Bow, we're definitely going to need that. I am not going to unlock the Carboni saddle just yet because it takes up so many Engram points. And I really want to learn the Trank Arrow right now. So down here is the next tier of building materials, which is the wooden stuff. I'm not going to start learning that just yet, but I will be very, very soon, because thatch can only support us for so long, and then we need to start upgrading. So there's the wooden stuff, wooden stairs, all of that. The wooden spike wall. If we're going to be fighting, if you guys want me to recreate my Spinosaurus story from my previous playthrough, we're going to need the wooden spike wall, but I'm going to wait and see what you guys say about me doing that before I unlock the wooden spike wall, but at least we know we can learn it. So we have the rest of the wooden crafting stuff. There are just a lot of things that you can craft in this game as far as building is concerned. I know that this is a weapon. It's not going to tell you exactly what it is if you cannot unlock it. So if it's completely blacked out like this, you cannot unlock it. But this is the leather stuff. This is the leather stuff. We're going to be learning all of this once we level up again. Level 16 stuff, we can learn ladders, we can learn hatches, we can even, okay, if we're going to be exploring out in the water, and if we're going to be crossing the little river that we have right next to us, we're going to need a raft, and that's basically what this is. And then, so you can also do like different kinds of piping, like you can set up a pipeline from the house, well, not from the house, but from a water source to your house or to wherever, and it will actually like help you in farming and keeping your pets hydrated and stuff like that. Like, your pets don't get hydrated, which is the weird thing, but for me it's a personal immersion factor. I don't do piping. I just find it very confusing. So down here is when we start learning the metal stuff, and so we'll be able to learn like a metal hatchet and a metal pickaxe. We'll eventually learn this, and I can't remember the name of it, but we'll eventually be able to learn that. We will, and there's a large cabinet. We need a large cabinet if we're going to be having a lot of stuff. And this game, as we know, is a lot like Terraria, where it just never just gives you enough stuff to build with. Like, yes, I'm going around and I'm chopping down trees and I'm cutting and I'm, breaking down stone and all of that, which is why cabinets are so useful, because you'll be able to house in all of the resources that you get. Chairs, like chairs and decorations and stuff like that, bulletin boards. We do not learn the trank arrow. I know this is the trank arrow, guys. We do not learn the trank arrow until level 21. So we have a ways to go. You can also learn scissors, and the scissors is actually what you use to cut and style your hair. So we're going to be needing that, because if we don't get the scissors, our character is going to look like a legit caveman. I'm being serious. Like, yeah, so here's also the magnifying glass. I don't use it. I don't use the magnifying glass. But the crossbow. The crossbow is going to work wonders for us when we want to start going up against the bigger dinosaurs, because the crossbow does an insane amount of damage, and it breaks. But when I was using it in my earlier playthrough, in the playthrough that I was using before the live stream playthrough, I only had to repair it twice. And making it is expensive. We're going to need a forge before we can start making any of this higher levels, any of like the higher level weapons and stuff like that. But this very rarely broke. I was happy. I was happy that it very rarely broke, because it saved my life on a multitude of occasions. I actually have quite a few stories related to the crossbow. Like in my previous playthrough, there was this one time when I was exploring the island. I wanted to explore a whole lot more of the beach to try to find some more materials and resources. And I was going around, and there was a Spinosaurus. I fought several Spinosauruses in my time, so in my time playing this game anyway. So it was me, my second Carboni that I got, along with a couple of, well, actually no, I'm wrong. It was my tech Stegosaurus. It was my tech Stegosaurus, him and I. And we were going around. I wanted to train him up. Now, he could take damage. He was getting attacked by 3 to 4 Carboni at once. And when we were done with the fight, I mean, yes, he was close to death, but he didn't die. And that fight lasted for 2, 3, 5 minutes, who knows. And I was using the crossbow to help him fight them off, because he was getting overwhelmed. So I was actually able to save my dinosaur just by using the crossbow and all the ammo I had. So we have that. We also have bear traps. And bear traps, I'm sorry, it's just, I know that there are a lot of things in this game that are more useful than when you see them at face value. But I never used the bear trap, typically because I was still getting used to the game and I didn't know exactly how they worked, which I know sounds really stupid. But the bear trap is just like the bola, only it will hold them in place easier, and I think it will actually inflict damage to them over time. And then, oh yes, there is a harpoon launcher in this game. So if you're taking on like a giant dinosaur, like a high top or something like that, or a T-Rex, harpoons are the way to go. I've never used them myself, but I have seen people use them in gameplay. Really good things to use. There's also an upgraded version of the wooden spike wall, which is the metal spike wall, and which does a whole lot more damage. And I, again, never used it, but a lot of people use it for defensive purposes to keep their bases safe. So we can also build giant pens for our dinos if we want to keep them safe. Unless your dinos are set to a specific behavior in which they will attack anything hostile that's around you. But I usually like to keep them on passive mode and only have them attack things that I attack or that attack me first, because it's a lot more stable when you set your dinos on that, because you can go around and if you want your dino to attack something, all you have to do is hit it, and it will only attack that one thing. And if something else comes in and attacks your dino while it's attacking the thing you want it to hurt, once that thing is dead, your dino will turn around and start attacking the thing that's attacking him, and he won't stop until everything that he needs to kill is dead. So which is really good. So then we start getting into the guns and to some of the more high tier stuff. Down here is the chitin armor, and the chitin armor is, you know, like I said earlier when we were trying to fight off that giant bug at the beach. Those bugs will drop chitin, and that's what you use to make the chitin armor, obviously. But the chitin armor is really good, at least until you start getting, at least until you unlock the iron armor. It will keep you decently protected, but it breaks pretty easily. So you have to be kind of careful. So I know that there are other things. There are cannons in this game, guys. You can make legit cannons in this game, and stuff, and a whole bunch of different saddles for a variety of different dinos. One of the dinos that we are going to be taming is a pterodactyl, and because believe me, in this game, especially on the island, there is no better way to travel than traveling through air. Because once you get a pterodon and we have to like get his like we have to upgrade a specific thing in the pterodactyl, but once we get that up high enough, along with his weight, we will be able to fly all over the island, and we won't have to worry about running into anything dangerous, which is really good. The pterodactyls are more used for getting around than anything. I think I've already made that clear, but they're used for that more than anything, just to get around, and you can also fish with them and stuff. So then we get down here. I know what these things are based on what they look like, so this is like the next tier of piping. This is when you start getting the metal piping. Some of the DLC stuff that you can only learn on some of the DLC arcs. So here's a grappling hook. We can use the grappling hook to get to higher places. Of course, I haven't unlocked it yet. There are a lot of things in here that I have that have opened up to me for me to unlock them, but I just never did it. Another tier of piping, more ladders, more building materials. Like, there are so many different kinds of walls and doors and stuff like that in this game. So I think, yeah, this is the iron armor set. This is the iron armor set right here. And then at level 58, we can unlock our first automatic weapon. So that's going to help us really well. But I think they just take a lot of parts. More saddles. This game really does entice you to ride things, because your character can only go so fast. Like, okay, here, let me show you. So down here, I think it's time I went a little bit more in depth with the different kinds of things that you can level up with your character every time you level up. And my fire just went out. That's just great. Right in the middle of me trying to go in depth about something in this game, like, my fire has to go out. I was telling a really good campfire story and, you know, a campfire tutorial and stuff like that, but then the fire had to go out. So now I have to go out, and without getting mauled to death, I need to cut down another tree. So, in fact, I think I'm going to cut down one more tree, just so that, because I want plenty of wood. Okay, if that's not plenty of wood, I don't know what is. So now we're going to get out of here. Get back to the house. And we can also actually check the in-game time as well to see how close we are to sunrise. Sunrise starts at 6 p.m. in this game, I think. But that's something that we can look at. But there are other things in this game that I want to show you as well, and my phone just threw up. Okay, we're going to put a full stack of wood in there right after we take out the charcoal, of course, and the cooked meat. We're gonna keep the I don't mind keeping the spoiled meat in there. Okay, so now that the fire is back, so I'm going to go in depth with the things that we can upgrade about our character every time he levels up. Okay, so obviously there's health. There's also stamina. Stamina, when you increase it, will allow you to sprint more and will allow you to do more energetic things longer. Oxygen, that is for when you're swimming. That will the more you increase that, the longer you'll be able to stay underwater, and before you have to come up for air. You can, and yes, you can build underwater bases as well. So, like, if you watched my Subnautica series, which I have to start doing again because, you know, I'm lazy, you can build underwater bases in this game. And they're very special engrams too. So, you have food, which if you increase it, it will take longer for your character to get hungry, but that also means that when your character is hungry, you're going to have to feed him more. So that is one thing. And stamina and food do go hand in hand in this game. So if you're going to increase stamina, you might want to increase food as well. Water, that will basically the same thing as food. The higher up it is, the rarer it will be for your character to become dehydrated, but it will also require you to drink more water. Weight is self-explanatory. I explained it in the first live stream. That is, the more you have, the more you can carry. And you can also level up the weight on your dinos as well, because I mainly use the Carbonimuses for the Carbonimuses and Triceratops as pack mules. So they like carry a lot of stuff for me, and it makes farming easier and allows me to bring home more stuff. So if you can increase the weight of your dinos, they will be able to carry more stuff. And when you go to ride them, if they have a high enough weight, they will be able to carry you with all of your stuff in your inventory, and they will not slow down, which is good. Melee damage, that's self-explanatory. The higher up that is, the more damage you will do with melee-based attacks, such as punching things with your fists or attacking anything with a blunt weapon. Movement speed, that will increase how quickly your character moves. So let's say when you're sprinting, the higher your movement speed, the faster you will go, and the faster you will be able to evade death, which is something that I think we need to start upgrading. Crafting skill, I believe that the more you increase that, the faster it is for your character to craft stuff, so that he's not spending all of his time crafting one or two things. And then finally, fortitude, which is what I explained earlier. Fortitude will increase your character's natural resistances to, like, being poisoned, or from being or, you know, it will make him endure the elements better, such as heat, poison, cold, and other things. So those are the different things that we can level up about our character. And like I said, I believe leveling your character in this game is infinite. So you can have your character run really, really fast, have tons of health. You can have him carry almost anything, and you can also make it to where your character never gets hungry or never gets thirsty. So the only thing that you cannot upgrade is torpidity, because torpidity, that is the stat that determines how tired your character is. And for some reason, this is like one of the very non-immersive things about this game. When your character runs out of stamina, your character doesn't increase in torpidity. So torpidity is gained from certain creatures, or when you eat a narcotic. And if your character has any torpidity of any percentile, he will fall asleep where he stands. So, which makes you extremely vulnerable, especially when you're in the forest, because there are these giant snakes called titanoboas, and when they bite you, will actually poison you with something that will make your torpidity go up. And your character will legit fall asleep, and you cannot wake him up until his torpidity goes down to 0, which makes you extremely vulnerable to any predators that are around you, which I honestly think is just really, really, really... it's broken in a way. But yeah, so those are the different things that you can upgrade about your character. So... now that we have that, I want to see what time is it in the game. I don't know if it will tell us in here. I know that there is something in this game that shows you like what time of the day it is. If we go to the pause menu and if we go to options, does it tell us here? No, it doesn't. But I'm just trying to remember. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know if we can make it yet. We can't. We just need more hide, but I'm not going to go out and start killing stuff right now because it's the middle of the night. But if you go to like a sleeping bag or a bed or something like that and you look at it, your bed will actually tell you the time of day. So it will tell you exactly what time it is and stuff like that. If I had to guess right now, it's still in the middle of the flippin' night. That's what I'm going to say. I do have it set to where nighttime goes by almost instantaneously. I don't know, but yeah, one thing I did want to acknowledge, something I should have acknowledged earlier, is that our seeds have gone into seedlings, and this happened right after I put in the fertilizer. So because of the fertilizer in effect, the plants will be growing speed will be increased slightly. So that's good. In fact, you know what? I can go out and I can kill stuff because I have a torch, and it's just only at nighttime do I recommend that you use the torch as a weapon more often, because you can see what you're hitting, what you're trying to hit, and you can see if something is coming at you from a pretty good distance away. So that's one thing that I do recommend that you do, is that don't use it very often unless you have the crafting materials in your inventory in order to repair it on the fly. Because if you do that, then feel free to use the torch as much as you want when it comes to fighting. Now what... Okay. So these guys will poison you. He will spit poison at me. See that? He's on fire. He's on fire, and he knew where I was going to be, but they're on fire, so they will take damage over time. Okay, I died. That's fine. I know where I died, but the only thing is that now those dinosaurs are going to be Wait a minute. Oh. I spawned right next to my house. How fortuitous. Okay, let's see. I'm not mad about that death. I had a feeling that it was I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Where is my door? Oh, there it is. Okay. I had a feeling that was going to happen, but that's okay. We did not die too far from the base, so I'm fine. And we also have our fresh set of armor right here, so really nothing to worry about. And we have a lot of wood and a lot of hide, but no stone. But that's okay. I want to remind myself what the recipe for torches is. So, for a torch, it's flint, stone, and wood. So we don't have stone, but I can just go around and I can pick one up. So with that being said, wait a minute, was it thatch? Was it thatch or hide? No, it was flint. Both wrong. Okay. So with that being said, oh, I think flint was on my person when I... Yeah, it was. Well, that's fine. But But yeah, as you guys could see, the torch will actually put stuff on fire when you hit it. So, of course, you guys saw that earlier when I was killing that Thanksgiving dinner. So, I know I keep on calling it that, but we're just going to make a direct beeline for the stuff. In fact, I don't think that's such a good idea because those dinosaurs could still be over there, and it is pitch black. Like, you can't even see the stars right now. I think there's some cloud cover going on. So we are in a very bad position right now. So we're just going to have to wait until it is daytime. And I do not know when that is going to be, which makes this even more difficult. Okay, we need 25 pieces of hide and 15 fiber, so my materials are just scattered all over the place. Okay, so there's 27 hide, and if I can just stay within the general vicinity of the house, like if I can just stay really close to the house, it's okay. If you need to go and charge your battery, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Really easy to get the stuff that we need in order to make the sleeping bag. Now with my character, thank you. Okay, so now that we have the resources necessary, we can make the sleeping bag. The sleeping bag is not like the bed. The sleeping bag is a spawn point slash fast travel point, but at the same time you cannot once you fast travel to it, or once you respawn at it, it's gone for good. So you would have to make another sleeping bag. The difference is that with the bed is permanent. So you can spawn at it as much as you want, respawn at it, fast travel to it as much as you want, and it will never go away. So, which is good. We're going to increase our health again. And since we have some more engrams to spend, I guess I can just come down here. Yeah, this is the hide stuff. Should I learn the... hold on, how many points? 9, 18... 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25... Yeah, we're not going to be able to learn the entire hide set right now. So I guess we can just wait. Oh, gunpowder. I'm such an idiot. I'm just really tired, so please forgive me. The gunpowder is what we use to fire off the weapons in this game. So, and what we also use to make bullets and stuff. So we're not going to do that right now. Is there anything else that I can craft? Anything else? I know I got the thing to make the bow. I need wood and fiber, so we need to go out and we need to get some more, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream. I wanted to see, how much longer this night would go. Something tells me it's going to be a while before the sun comes up. Of course, I am starting to see some blue off in the distance, but that doesn't really mean anything. I wanted to get some fiber, and I wanted to make our bow, and then start going around and start getting the resources we need in order to make arrows. So once we get the arrows, like, we'll be able to use our bow to start taking care of stuff from a distance, which will be really, really beneficial for us, especially when we're dealing with those Dilophosaurs. Those were the dinosaurs that killed me earlier. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it will help us kill off those enemies and stuff, and it will just make life easier. The ranged weapons are what really help you in this game. The sword also helps you if you're more of a melee player, And since a lot of the things that attack you run up on you in this game, having a good melee weapon as well as a ranged weapon is going to help you really well. So there are so many different, as you guys can tell from the first 2 streams alone, there are a lot of factors that you need to put into consideration when you're playing. Otherwise, like, you're not going to survive very long. Okay, now it also said that I needed wood, but I know that I have at least they're here. Like here's a full stack of wood. So now that we have that, we can make the bow. Now before we do that, I need flint and thatch in order to make that. But I'm just gonna make the bow real quick. So one thing I am going to say is that make a lot of ammo. Make as much as you can for your bow and your crossbow, because it is going to help you so much. And like, even if you have to like dedicate an entire chest, or better yet an entire cabinet to just arrows, I suggest you do it, because pretty soon you're just going to see just how invaluable the bow and the crossbow is in this game. So what I am going to do is I've already made the bow. And I have so I've made the bow, and it doesn't have any arrows, obviously, because I don't have any arrows in my inventory. So I guess since I do not know how much longer this night is going to last, I think I am just going to end off the stream now. And then I'll keep the game going at least until it reaches daytime, and then I'll get off of it for the day. So that when I go and start up the next stream, it will be daytime, and we'll have a fresh in-game day to play and to explore and to just do stuff. But I am glad that I only died once in this stream. So that's so much better than how I did in the previous stream. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. And my name is Just a Savage, aka the Spectrum Gamer. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below telling me what you would like to see me do in this series and in the other series that I have on my channel. I am thinking of actually starting an Apex live stream series. If you guys are interested in watching that, please let me know. I'm also thinking of some more perfect runs for CTR, as well as some more ring rally challenges in my How Far Can I Go series. Also, I am planning on starting a brand new series for CTR when I do each and every relic race in the game. So if you guys are interested in any of that, please let me know in the comments section below. Also, please go and check out Radical Raccoon and DJ. Their links will be somewhere on my channel. You can go and look at some of my previous videos for their channels, and their links will be found in the descriptions of a lot of my videos. So this is Just Savage, aka the Spectrum Gamer, and I will see you guys in the 3rd live stream of our ARK Survival Evolved live stream series. Thank you for tuning in as always, and God bless ya.